Help me, Mama.
Hello everybody, this is Emily for Help Me Mama. Today I am braving a potty training video. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not a potty training expert. Not at all. I am going through right now my second time potty training, and so I'm just gonna sort of give you guys what I have learned so that you can benefit from my success, from my weakness, from my failures. And so I'll probably do at least 2 or 3 videos on this, so keep checking back and hopefully it'll be helpful to you. This one is just on the basics. This is like what I have gathered from moms, from my mom, as like principle. This is like if you have a textbook potty training kid experience, this is like what it will look like. These are like basic tools to help you succeed, okay? Now, my next video will be accommodations for the basics, modifications, okay? So stay tuned for that because second time around has been a little bit harder for me. And then the third one that I'm planning to do is gonna be ways to make it fun. And oh my, how many songs about poop can I sing to you guys? Stay tuned, okay? I'm gonna see if I can think of them all. So let's start with the basics. Pray. Before you start potty training, before you even think about it, before you even like get to the stage, pray to the Lord for strength, okay? There are only so many accidents that I think a person can take in a day before they want to give up potty training altogether, okay? And let me just encourage you, by the way, my first time potty training, it was done in like a week. It was so fast. He did so good. But it's not always going to be that way. So I went in my second time thinking like, I'm a potty training expert. It's going to be so easy. I'm going to do the same thing. It's going to work exactly the same way. No, the Lord humbled me, okay? So let's go back. So pray. The first one is pray to the Lord for strength, okay? You need his mercy in this department. Number 1, the first step is prep. You need to prep your child for potty training. And this, I think, was the major difference between my first time potty training and my second. With Owen, when he was 1.5, before his bath time every day, I would get him all naked, and then I would just sit him on the potty for a minute while I wrapped up his diaper or whatever, and he would hold my hand, and I would, just for like 5 seconds. Now, one time, he accidentally went pee-pee on the potty, and we celebrated, and it was fun, and he never did it again until we actually started potty training. But you might have some interest or success with your child when you're in the prep stage. But this stage is very important, and I'll tell you why. When I tried to potty train Ryland, he was a little bit maybe developmentally, not really behind. I don't think he's behind, but he wasn't as far ahead as Owen was talking-wise. He could definitely talk. I tried starting him at 2, just like his brother. But I had not done the prep because I was busy. You know, with Owen, I only had Owen. I didn't have to run after a toddler when I was doing this training. With Ryland, I didn't do that because it was my first time with 2. I was feeling a little overwhelmed, so I kind of skipped that step, and then it bit me in the butt, okay? So Ryland was afraid of the potty, and that has caused me many woes, and we've sort of triumphed over it now. But if you don't want your child to be afraid of the potty, get them when they're young, okay? Pre-2 years old, pre any introduction, pre any pressure that you might put on them, you know, before you even like talk about it with them, just before their bath, have them sit on the potty like once a day. And if they're old enough, have them walk into the bathroom by themselves, and either, if they're really afraid of the potty, you can have them like pat it, okay? Give the potty a nice pat like a puppy or something like that. And then you work up to having them sit on it once a day for I'm going to say minimum 2 months. I did it with Rai. Then I went back to the prep phase, did it for 2 months, and that seemed to work. Number 2, and I'm not going to go into any detail here, is potty boot camp, where basically however you want to introduce it, whatever way is best for your child, you say, okay, we're wearing undies today. And with Owen, that was all I needed to say, and he was like, okay, we're learning something new, this is fun. With Rai, he got to a point where he didn't want me to change his diaper anymore, and I used that as an opportunity after I prepped him to say, okay, if you don't want to change your diaper anymore, you do have an option. You can wear undies, but we have to go pee-pee and poo-poo on the potty. And he was so excited not to have his diaper changed all the time that he was like, okay, let's do this. The second time around has gone much better with Rai. And I'll update you how it's going. We've gone through the first week of potty training with Rai. It's gone much better this time because I prepped. And then when we got to this boot camp stage, he was willing to do it and he didn't feel pressured or afraid or anything like that. So with my kids, I just put them in undies. And the important thing about boot camp is there's a couple of things. One, you have to stay home. If you try to go out, you're more likely to forget because you have to help them. It's like you could set a timer every 30 minutes, help them go potty, or just tell them go potty, and make sure that they go. With boys, it's easy because they can stand up. Girls, you might need a little bit more help. Although boys, it can be difficult because you're learning 2 skills, pee-pee and poo-poo. Anyway, so you have to remember to have them go like every half hour or so. And that's harder to remember when you're out. Also, there's not always a bathroom around. If you're going to somebody's house, if you have to go somewhere when you're potty training, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to put them in a diaper. But if there's going to be bathrooms there, if you feel confident that they've been holding it, it is a good opportunity to say like, okay, we're wearing undies. And I honestly just leave them in their undies like all week. They wear a long shirt or something like that so that they can just be in undies and practice. And it's easy for them to pull them down and pull it back up and do things like that. So stay home is one of the things. The other thing about potty boot camp, yes, that's what I remembered it, is that it's not just boot camp for them. You think it's boot camp for them. It's really boot camp for you. You are going to be learning a lot about your child, how they respond under duress, we're going to call it. It can be embarrassing. They can be anxious. They have all these, they're a little person. And that person is going to have a different response when they pee in their pants for the first time, their undies, or if they poop in their pants for the first time. You have to be careful in how you respond. You got to be encouraging. Now, it has been very difficult for me when somebody poops in their pants not to go, ah, or something along those lines, right? Try to keep it level, okay? You want to continually be positive. This is an absolutely new concept, new skill to your child, and you want to be understanding of that. However, you also don't want to make it acceptable for them to just pee and poop all over the floor. So find that happy medium. Okay, and then the last thing, I'm glad that I got to this naturally, is temper your expectations, okay? I didn't have any high expectations for myself or Owen the first time we potty trained, and I think I was happily surprised, although I know I'd had some hiccups that I forgot about. But I think I was happily surprised because I thought it was going to take a long time. With Rai, I had such great success with Owen that my expectations were way up here, and then we didn't meet them, and I was like, oh, what happened? So temper your expectations. Don't become frustrated. Sometimes it's a process. There's lots of things that can go wrong, but try to stay positive. Pray with your children. Pray before. Pray in between. Pray after. Okay? May the Lord give you strength and patience in this just gross time of your parenting life. I mean, come on, right? One last thing that I will say, and I will put a link in the bottom. We just got an Amazon merch account. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but Ivan is my husband, we just got an Amazon merch account, which means that we can sell t-shirts on Amazon. We're so excited. One of the t-shirts that we have on our account is pretty silly, and I haven't gotten a chance to get one yet, but I will post a link to our shirt in the description. We just got this account, so it's brand new, and it says, it's got a potty on it, and it says, if you can use the potty, thank your mom. Okay, and I'm hopefully gonna get one of these shirts. I'm pretty sure that I will, and I'll be able to advertise it for you ladies, but I thought it was funny. We thought it up because you see those bumper stickers that say, you know, if you can read this, thank your teacher. Well, I'm going to say that unless you're a preschool teacher, you do not have to change your students' diapers, okay? Now, there are some exceptions, okay? Special ed teachers definitely do a lot of interesting, hard things. But your mom, I'm talking to you, lady, you watching this show, you better thank your mama, especially as you're going through this potty training cycle that it is. If you can use the potty, you personally, you better thank your mom. And you want everybody in the world to appreciate what you are going through right now. They can only imagine if they don't have kids, okay? So help the world appreciate the tasks of motherhood. You can buy our t-shirt. It's a very reasonable price. In fact, we lowered the price, I think, from $19.99 to $14.99. So it's a great price. Wear it while you're potty training. Wear it when your kids are teenagers to embarrass them. Wear it when your kids are potty training their own kids, right? It's just a silly t-shirt to wear. So I will post a link in the description below. Please check it out, or, you know, if you don't get one, you can buy one for your friend or something like that. So this is Emily for Help Me Mama talking about potty training. Part 1, only part 1. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can pass it along to a friend. And please, subscribe. Why not? Subscribe.
Help me, Mama.